You've probably heard of that a load of times. It's cost per acquired client and the lifetime value that they give you for that investment. But I look at one other aspect, which is actually the payback time. So if you invest $1,000, how long is it until you get that $1,000 back? And what return do you get at 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and so on? What's really important in a tightening economy is that we have really good cash flow and that we get really good yield out of our investment. So what I want to share with you today is 4 quick tips that are increasing the early stage of lifetime value from acquired customers. So focusing in on that first or 30-day transaction value that you get. So first off, one of the quickest ways, and you won't believe how many times we see this fail in many, many businesses, is speed to lead. If you're in a lead generation business, professional services, anything where you have to generate a quote and have human interaction, if you go from 48 hours lead time from a response point of view down to 1 hour, your likelihood of increasing conversion doubles. So straight away, if you can go from 48 hours down to 1 hour, you halve your cost and you increase the likelihood of doubling your return within your first 30 days. So the next one after this is 3 price points. Now everyone's heard of cross-sell, downsell, upsell. A lot of the time, a lot of providers only go in with one singular quote. Now, the problem with that is you're pigeonholing people into saying yes or no to one thing. Now, if they're slightly outside of your budget range, then they're going to say no. So if you can have a downsell option and an upsell option all within the same quote, you increase your likelihood to close people from the same volume of leads. You get to pick up lost opportunities where the budget was not quite right, and you get the opportunity to upsell people where they were willing to invest more for higher value. So 3 price points is a really quick, easy way to increase that early stage value. Now, the next one is sales cycle. So the duration of the sales cycle. The longer the sales cycle goes, the lower the likelihood of winning a client. In particular, one particular stage of the sales cycle, which is time to quote received. The quicker you can get something they can say yes to, the more likely you are to convert. So if you can decrease your sales cycle, in particular, that point where they have an option to say yes, you're going to increase your likelihood to convert and reduce your CAC to LTV. Now, this big one here, now quite often, obviously, people are going to think about lead nurture and secondary sales. Yes, but I'm focusing here on the 1 month. I'm focusing on the here and now. So what you can do is past old leads, you can reignite and recycle. So we call it lead recycling. What offers, what opportunities, the time has changed for them, can you reach out either face-to-face, offers, campaigns, to then turn those old, cold, dead, lost leads into new opportunities. Now, if you do this and you do all 4 of these things and you increase just a small amount across each of those areas, your CAC to LTV, I guarantee you, is going to improve dramatically, and your profitability within your first month payback period is going to skyrocket.